Hi friends, good evening. Myself B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer in electronics and communication engineering, working at Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. Presently, I am going to teach the subject electronic measuring instruments. It is in third year, fifth semester, and the subject code is 18EC 504 EMI, and it comes under the third year, fifth semester elective. So it is elective and it is the first option for the elective. So A, so completely it is 18EC 504 EMI A. And the topic which we are going to discuss is test instruments, and the subtopic is construction and working of the logic analyzer. So in the previous class we have seen about the introduction to the logic analyzer, what is logic analyzer and what are the differences between logic analyzer and uh, CRO, and types of logic analyzers, that is logic state analyzer, logic timing analyzer, and modern timing analyzer, which combines both LT and LSA, and what are the advantages of each of one, disadvantages, and how it will display. So different characteristics of LT and LSA we have discussed. Now we are going to in this class, on completion of this period, you will be able to know the construction and also working of the logic analyzer, and different types of logic analyzer probes, and applications and specifications of the logic analyzer. So logic analyzer, as we have already discussed, it is used for microprocessor and CPU based, that is digital domain, in that one. So it displays the signals in digital circuit. So as the name indicates, digital circuits, that signals are too fast to be observed and easily check correct operation of the digital system. So logic analyzer displays the signals in the digital circuit which are very much fast to be observed and easily check correct operation of the digital systems, and it looks similar to the CRO, but its activity on the communicating links in the digital system known as interface buses. So as we have known that interface bus is parallel assembly of connections. So the data is transmitted as parallel bit streams. So these bit streams at discrete instance of time, so not continuous. So whatever the bit streams are there, or we are calling it as on parallel bit streams, packets. So this discrete will travel in at discrete instance of times. So we are calling them as data words, which are formed, and these formed data words are taking place in data domain. So we are logic analyzers will be having four types of domains. So one of the domain data domains we can have state flows, data flows, like that, or based on the architecture. So like that we will be having the logic analyzer. So it will displays the signal in the digital circuits that are too fast to be observed and easily check correct operation of the digital systems. Its appearance is similar to CRO, but it looks into the activity of communicating links in the digital system known as interface buses. So as the name indicates, interface, so it is a parallel assembly of connections. So interface is nothing but a interface bus is nothing but a parallel assembly of connections, and the data is transmitted as parallel bit streams. So parallel bit streams at discrete instance of time, at a discrete instance of time. So we are calling it as data words are formed, and this form of activity takes place in data domain. What it will do, so logic analyzer captures the data from the system under test. So logic analyzer, it will do the captures, it will captures the data from the whatever the system which is under the test, and it software will convert the captured data into. So whatever the logic analyzer captures the data from the system analyzer under test, software converts that captured data into either timing diagrams or protocol decodes, or we can go for state machine traces, or finally we can go for assembly language. So whatever the data that is captured by logic analyzer from the system under the test, the in insiding software converts the captured data into first timing diagrams, then protocol decodes, then you will be having the state machine traces, finally we are writing the assembly language for that one. So this is the block diagram of logic analyzer. So you can note it down, this logic analyzer block diagram. So we will discuss what internally happens in the in principle of operation and working in the of logic analyzer. You can draw this diagram. So different books will be having the different types of diagram. So almost all the diagrams uh, are almost same, just slight modifications. So if you are having another textbook, you can draw the from that textbook also. So almost same diagram with some little modifications, no problem for that one. You can have this diagram, or you can have in your book diagram, no problem for the diagrams. So different blocks in this one or so you will be having the system under test. From the system under test you will be having the input data through the probes. So you will be having the system under test. So that system under test, from that you will be having the input data through the probes connected to the input buffer, or you can also calling it as input conditional block. From the input conditional block the next sequence of data will go to the trigger comparator, which will trigger the sequence of events. Your qualified trigger will goes to the central processing unit. Based on that you can have memory reference stores that may be either based on your internal or external system clock. You will be having the memory write or memory read based on the qualified trigger from the CPU. For the CPU to be displayed, so you will be having the display memory, and for displaying you will be having a monitor. For inputting something to monitor you will be having the keyboard. These are the different blocks, that is system under test. From system under test you will be having the input data through the probes that comes to the input buffer or input conditional block. From the input conditional block the signal will goes to simultaneously goes to sorry from the input conditional block the signal simultaneously goes to trigger comparator and as well as memory and reference stores. Based on the trigger comparator it will trigger the signal with the CPU. Then you will be having the based on the internal or external clock you will be having the memory reference stores that may be read or write, and whatever the signals will be there from the CPU are directly connected to the display memory, so that is monitor. And you can also connect the keyboard to input some data to the CPU. These are the different blocks available in the block diagram of logic analyzer. I think you have completed the diagram now. So input buffer. So first block is input buffer. So input buffer is also known as input area or input block. So it will take the probe inputs from the system under test. Probe inputs that are coming from the system under test. So input buffer is known as input area or input block, and it holds all the incoming information before it continues to the CPU for processing. So purpose of the input buffer is to hold, means it has to hold all the incoming information before it continues to the CPU for processing. So CPU cannot be burdened with all the data, so whatever the data that is coming from the system under test, that will be hold by the input buffer. So input buffer will hold all the incoming information before it continues to the CPU for the processing. So in the earlier days we are using the clips, clips connected between the whatever your system under test and the logic analyzer. So when you are connecting the clips, so what happens is inter electrode capacitance will be there. So this we are calling it as capacitance loading. So this capacitance is capable of capacitance capable of carrying high speed signals for the system under test to the logic analyzer. So what happens, your signal will be deteriorated due to this clips. So what happens is in the earlier systems clips are connected between your system under test and to the logic analyzer.